Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Got something different for you again today. This is actually an idea that I've had for quite some time that I would have just included on a CD or a project like that, where we could actually talk about the evolution of a tune, the idea that kind of inspired it, and then the different phases of creating something like that, because most tunes have a pathway similar to this, but you just probably never hear about it. And with the channel now, I have an opportunity to kind of do something even cooler than if just the audio of this. But anyway, I'm gonna set this up for you. This is a tune that I wrote in January of 2007 is when I wrote this. My son was born in October of 2006, so he would have been just a few months old, and my wife was going on a trip out to California for 6 days. So at that point, as a brand new dad, I'm scared to death. I had everything that I needed at the house so that I didn't even have to leave while she was out west for that number of days. And in that time, I was able to squeeze in some mandolin playing, and was trying to play quiet, so that I didn't wake Hogan up while he was asleep and all those things. And at that point, I didn't even trust cell phone technology enough to use the voice recorder. I was still recording on a cassette tape any ideas that I had for tunes. So anyway, I'm going to let you hear what this was, at least the first night that I ever played it. Okay, so the basic idea is there, and the whole theme of this tune is that, like you're playing in A here, those same notes, if we play up here, we have an open A and E string. That's kind of the thing that you'd probably write when you were a brand new dad with a kid that's 3 or 4 months old. But anyway, that's the theme of it on mandolin. I made this recording, and then it just kind of sat there for a good while after that. We were living in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at the time. And then maybe a year or so, close to a year later, we moved over to the Carolinas, where I am right now, in this very room, and I recorded this as a demo. And I had like a toy percussion instrument that I had bought for Hogan at Target in the toy department, but it was a percussion instrument, and I had some shakers, some eggs, percussion eggs, whatever they're called, that I'd bought for Hogan, as he had lots of music related things to play with when he was a child. So I used those and did percussion parts and stuff, and came up with this demo. I love to play electric bass, so I put some bass on it and stuff. And this was kind of like the next level of the tune as it was evolving, and I was kind of hearing what it was going to be like, with other instruments around it. So this was kind of the next phase of the tune that happened a number of years later. You can check that out. the time it reached this point, I liked it better. I still really wasn't sold on ever recording the tune in a studio or anything, but Kristen really liked it because of the origin that I wrote it when Hogan and I were there at the house together, and it was the first tune that I wrote after he was born. So a title, I was trying to come up for a title for a title for the tune, and she had actually gone to Blythe, California, to play the festival. So I was thinking, okay, 6 days in Blythe, just trying to make it real to the circumstance. That never did grow on me. And after researching, and at first I thought maybe it have Hogan's name in the tune. Nothing ever really came to mind for that either. So it ended up, I'm calling the tune Riverside because it was Riverside County, I'm pretty sure is the county in California where the festival was held. And it doesn't sound like the kind of tune that should have the word county, Riverside County, because you think of Pike County breakdown, that kind of thing when you think of tunes with the word county. So anyway, Riverside's gonna be the name of the tune. And we actually went in the studio, Kristen and myself, and recorded it. She ended up she intros the tune on a banjo that's tuned really low for this A chord tuning. I'm not exactly sure what she did. It's tuned way down though, the banjo is, and has a really cool sound. It sounds like it could have been created on that instrument. And then the mandolin break happens later in the arrangement, and I actually made a video of that while we were in the studio because I wanted to include that in this video, because this kind of completes the whole evolution and the story of the tune. So anyway, this is the video that I shot that day in the studio. So this isn't mixed or anything like that. This is just listening to a playback of kind of what the arrangement turned into. And now you can hear chords around this. And these are different than the bass line that I was playing on the demo. But this is the kind of the final product as far as arrangement goes. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Evolution of a tune, they all have one. Maybe watching this video can inspire you to write something and think about the process of it. I mean, I know now I record most of the demos that I do anymore on a little Zoom. I think it's an HN4 recorder. That particular demo, the second thing that you guys heard, that was done on a Roland 2480 for anyone that would care about that as far as the gear that was used. But anyway, that's it. The evolution of a tune of mine that I call Riverside.